Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about business correspondence. Before we get started, I would like to explain why we need communication. According to the author of our textbook, learning more about effective communication will help us all adapt to changing environments, and it will increase our chances of success in this highly competitive world. How do you earn trust and confidence from your customers by improving your writing style? Here are 6 ways to follow. Number 1, being creative in what you write and how you write. Number 2, making your communication look visually attractive by leaving a line space between each paragraph. Number 3, using numbered points or bullets appropriately. Number 4, using headings of a consistent style. Number 5, considering the appropriate tone in your writing. Number 6, structuring your messages logically. How do you build relationship with your customers both orally and in writing? Here are 7 ways. Number 1, be courteous. Number 2, find common interests. Number 3, build credibility. Number 4, make others important. Number 5, show humility. Number 6, listen actively. Number 7, be empathic. Let's refresh. Number 1, simple choice question. What is the main purpose of being courteous, finding common interests, making others important, and being empathic when you communicate with your customers orally or in writing? Number 1, making money. Number 2, building relationship. Number 3, spreading the fame of the company we work for. Number 4, making our customers feel respected. What are the challenges of non-native English writers when they communicate across cultures? They tend to be overcomplicated or wordy. They tend to be focused on specific words rather than the whole meaning. They tend to be lacking in any action that is needed. What is the systematic sequence for non-native English writers to follow while they compose business correspondence? If you are a non-native English writer, you may follow the steps as suggested below. Step 1, identify the thought in your own language. Step 2, translate the thought into English. Step 3, convert the thought in English into the correct written English words. Step 4, consider if your reader is likely to interpret these words accurately. Step 5. Reflect on any changes that could be clarified before finalizing. Following are several questions that you may always ask yourself as you write business correspondence. Number 1. Will my readers know and understand the words I use? Number 2. Are the words the right words? Number 3. Have I stated the response I'd expect? Number 4. Will my message achieve the desired results? That's refreshed. Number 2. Multiple choice question. What would happen as a non-native English writer when he or she composes the English business correspondence? Number 1. Use wrong punctuations. Number 2. Use too many words or too wordy. Number 3. Unable to communicate and express oneself clearly and effectively. Now let's see what good communication is in business. In business, good communication, both oral and written, results when you say exactly what you want to say, using an appropriate tone. Always ask yourself if your messages meet the following essential requirements, which are accurate, brief, and clear. Accurate means you include all relevant details, proofread the details thoroughly, and check the facts carefully. Brief means you use simple expressions. You keep sentence short. You use non-technical language, and you use active voice. Clear means you use plain and simple English. You write in an easy and natural style. And also you avoid formality. How simple is simple? When you write business correspondence, remember to keep it simple. But how simple is simple? Short and simple sentences are much easier to understand by someone who is hearing or reading messages in a language other than their mother tongue. Keep your message as short as possible without letting the meaning suffer. Niceties are acceptable to a point, but don't overdo. Avoid using the text language. For example, letter U, letter R, WUD, CUD in the business correspondence because the message could be too casual. The key is to know when to use abbreviations and when not to. That's refresh. Number 3. Multiple choice question. Except for giving facts and including relevant details, what are the other elements that constitute a good communication in a business letter? Number 1. Use non-technical language. Number 2, use a proper tone. Number 3, use passive voice. Number 4, use a plain and simple English. Number 5, write in a natural and easy style. Number 6, include relevant details.